The cafeteria is loud and crowded. It smells like generic, prefabricated food and old wood. This is an old building, built sometime in the 1930s. We set our books on the small, green table in the southwest corner of the cafeteria. The table is absolutely piled over with books, jackets and bags. Some of the items have fallen off onto the aged brown tile beneath the table. The slow and uneven lunch line curls around the assembly of occupied tables and towards a stainless steel serving facility located near the kitchen area. We reach the gnarled wooden desk where money and lunch tickets are collected by one of the junior high secretaries. Big stacks of pink, green and yellow lunch tickets are stacked on one side of the desk with holes punched in them. Those tickets are handed out during first period each day. I dig into my pocket for a quarter and buy a plain vanilla milkshake. Carla buys a full lunch.
Where are you gonna sit?
She asks as we enter the serving area. I don't know. Wherever. I answer, selecting a cup of frozen vanilla ice cream from a tray. I wait for Carla to fully equip her plastic tray with silverware, napkins and a carton of milk, and then we follow Aaron, Richard and Terry to a table near the stage area where the teachers congregate and dine. I settle myself into a metal folding chair. Carla is across from me on the left. Terry, Richard and Aaron fill in the other chairs around us. Picking away at my milkshake with a straw, I nervously begin entertaining the small crowd with tales of people and absurdities. As I go on, I begin to gain confidence. Terry assists me in telling the story of our infamous wind ride last month.
The big dummy. I told him to wear a coat, but he just had to do it his way and then he froze his butt off.
Yeah, I did. And I suffered for it. I didn't have a coat. I didn't have gloves. I had a t-shirt. That was it. A t-shirt. Carla's laughter inspires me to enter into what I like to call my performance mode. And this wind was blowing straight at me. No matter which direction I was facing. That lousy cold wind. And we were out there for hours. I go into a lengthy and inspired rant about Mark Hubbard, an absolute gold mine of comedic material. I won't lend anything to Mark anymore. It's just too dangerous. Check this out. He would borrow something from me and then just trade it off to somebody else without ever asking me about it. Then he would keep making deals until he was finally able to get my stuff back plus whatever he was trying to get to begin with. I tilt my empty styrofoam cup back and forth on the table in front of me, pausing for dramatic effect. I don't really know how else to describe him, but there's definitely some mental instability banging around inside of him somewhere. After 15 minutes of doing my routines, lunch begins to wind down. People are visiting the lunch tray depository in droves and the population of the other tables has thinned noticeably. Those in my collective audience are finishing up their meals as well. After a couple more minutes, we all begin to get up from our uncomfortable arrangement of folding chairs. I stretch a bit, trying to get circulation back into my legs. Carla slips her purse strap over her shoulder and grabs her empty tray with one hand. She slides the metal chair back beneath the table. We let Aaron, Richard and Terry lead the way to the trash can situated at the tray depository while I lag behind and continue my rambling monologue with Carla. I toss my cup into one of the waiting kins while she places her silverware into the proper holding bin and hands the empty tray over to a waiting attendant. We go after our books at the little corner table and then depart the cafeteria. Terry has rejoined us while Aaron and Richard are wonderfully absent. They have both wandered off on some errand that would be meaningless to everyone else on Earth but them. We make our way up the sidewalk and begin loitering just outside the old cafeteria building. Carla is telling me all sorts of trivial information about herself. Things like the fact that her friends nicknamed her Stick because of her height and lack of excess weight, and the only thing she knows how to cook is rice. I reluctantly admit to her that my birthday is coming up on Friday. I whispered that I really don't want Mr. Upshaw to know about it because of the embarrassing public spanking ritual that he's so fond of carrying out on his students whenever their birthdays roll around. With a laugh, she tells me that she intends on turning informant and telling on me. The first bell sounds, echoing across campus with its familiar dry, electric clang. Carla asks me what class I have next. Choir. She tells me that she has choir first period.
I'll see you later then,
she says, walking away with a smile. Wow. She wants to see me later. I stand alone, somewhat dumbfounded by all that has just occurred. Terry joins me, pulling his jacket on.
I think she likes you.